Welcome to the MamasteFit Pregnancy Week by Week Update. In this series, we're going to be walking you through from week 4 pregnancy all the way until you give birth to help you understand what is happening with your baby. And I'm going to be sharing my personal experience because I am currently going through my 4th pregnancy of how I'm feeling at each week as well. So at week 12, baby is about 2 to 3 inches in size. So maybe the size of an apricot, which if you know what an apricot is, that'll give you a great visualization.
Even though there are all sorts of different sizes.
Yeah,
but imagine a 2 to 3 inch apricot.
So what exactly is happening to baby in week 12? So all of the limbs and bones and organs are fully formed by week 12, which is kind of crazy. It's not a very long time, but baby is not fully developed. So baby's still going to grow, but like the bones and stuff are there. Also, the sex organs are also formed by this point, and that's why most people can find out what the baby's sex is as early as week 12 on ultrasound. Also, baby's reflexes and nerve endings are starting to develop at this point. So they're starting to kind of curl their hands into little fists, as well as if you did poke your belly, baby is wiggling, but you may not feel anything. Some people will say they feel a little fluttering, but if you have an ultrasound at the same time and you poke your belly, baby will wiggle, and it's kind of cool. So baby's also starting to practice breathing. And this is not they're not actually breathing like we are right now until they're out of the womb and born, but they need to start practicing to gain those muscles and build up those muscles. So they're inhaling and exhaling the amniotic fluid, which is all of the fluid that is surrounding them, made up of different nutrients, as well as a little bit of their own pee. So they're not just inhaling that amniotic fluid, they're also eating that amniotic fluid to supply their body with nutrients as well. But also their kidneys are going to start functioning and filtering that amniotic fluid, and then they pee it out. And that's what is providing a lot of that amniotic fluid, which is kind of cool. It makes me think of those dudes on podcasts who have a biohack to drink your own urine. And I wonder if they get that from fetuses drinking their own pee as a part of their development. But do not recommend. I would not recommend that. I mean, urine is sterile, but it's also bodily waste. So now, how am I feeling at the end of 12 weeks of my pregnancy? So I just finished up my first trimester. I am finally feeling a little bit more energized. I am finally not feeling nauseated all day, which is very exciting. So I'm feeling a little bit more like a human again, and I can be really productive, which was something that I was really struggling with throughout my first trimester of battling this guilt of not being very productive. I felt like I wasn't doing enough because I am just always wanting to do a lot of things. And so I just had to be constantly reminded that I am growing a 2-inch person right now. And that's a really big deal. And that's a huge accomplishment. And it's okay for me to have kind of chilled for this past trimester. But I'm back to doing my workouts. I'm feeling pretty good in my routine again. I have tons of energy. I'm eating normal foods relatively again. A lot of my food aversions have kind of gone away. So I'm feeling really good going into my second trimester because I guess I am there now. So if you are also in your first trimester and you are kind of following along with me on this journey, comment below to let me know how you are feeling at this point of your pregnancy or how you are feeling wherever you're at within your pregnancy, because I would love to hear and be on this journey with you. In the 12th week of pregnancy, a lot of people start getting a little bit more energy because it's the end of that first trimester. So now is a great time to start thinking about, if you haven't been working out, maybe starting to work out again, and also thinking about hydration, because that first trimester, again, a lot of people are nauseous and they're not really wanting to eat or drink much. So now hopefully that nausea is starting to wear off, and thinking about staying hydrated, not just drinking water, but also including electrolytes or trace minerals into your water routine as well, because this can really help with another really common pregnancy symptom of headaches. If you are dehydrated, you will probably have a headache. So drinking things like water, as well as Element or liquid IV or even needed has hydration salts, can be really beneficial to add in, so that one, water is a lot, doesn't really taste great. Some of us don't enjoy the taste of water. So adding in a little bit of flavor can make it a little bit easier, because we want to drink a lot more water than we are outside of pregnancy, because our blood volume has doubled overnight. We need to hydrate to kind of make up for all of that doubled blood volume. So we're drinking for ourselves, but also kind of for our baby in a way. An easy way to know whether or not you are staying hydrated enough is, one, are you thirsty? If you feel like you're thirsty a lot, you probably need to be drinking a little bit more. An easy number is normally half your body weight in ounces, but I would probably add on maybe 10 or 15 ounces to that during pregnancy.
For me, during my first trimester and then probably for the rest of my pregnancy, I'm a really big fan of Element, especially their like fruity flavors like watermelon and grapefruit. That was something that was super helpful for me. And my first trimester helped me manage morning sickness or all-day sickness. I don't think it should just be called morning sickness. And it's something that I can continue to utilize throughout my pregnancy to help hydrate me, especially during my workouts that I am now resuming in the second trimester. Head down to the show notes for some of our discount codes to grab any of those hydration salts if you're interested in trying them out. Thank you for watching this 12-week update. Be sure to check out the rest of our pregnancy week-by-week update so you know what to expect as you navigate your pregnancy.